On behalf of Center for Study of Religion and Society, the India Foundation and the Sachi University, I welcome all of you to the valedictory section of the 3rd Dharma Dhamma International Conference. Before we start the valedictory session, I would request all of you to stand up for our national song, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaj Shitalam, Sasya Shamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsnam Pulakitayamilim, Fullakusumita Glumadala Shobhinim, Suhasinim, Sumadura Bhashinam, Sukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
We would now commence the session by the conference summary by Acharya Professor Dr. Yajneshwar Shastri Ji, who is internationally known scholar of Indian philosophy, religion and Sanskrit. Dr. Shastri.
See, we are gathered here. I am asked to give summary of 2 days deliberation in 10 minutes. It will be very difficult. But you see, we are gathered here to offer concluding oblations. We say Purnahuti, and it was the stage, Vedika for Vichara Manthana, the churning of thoughts, 2 days, 3 days continuously. In the words of, if you express in the words of Kalidasa, Bhinna Rucher Janasya Baudha Pekam Samaradhanam. See, it is a great feast offered by Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Sanchi University, and Professor S.R. Bhatt, Gupta Ji, and India Foundation. This international conference is being concluded with great success. There is no question about this, Professor Bhatt Sahib. The true credit goes to learned scholars, religious heads, saints, thinkers, scientists, doctors, technologists, and social scientists. One cannot forget the great efforts by the organizers. The solid foundation for the fruitful deliberation was laid by 4 eminent speakers in the inaugural session itself. The Chief Minister, Chauhan Ji, Bhaiya Ji Joshi Ji, then Sumitra Mahajan and Speaker and Professor S.R. Bhatt. The Honorable Chief Minister made it very, very clear in his welcome speech that human beings want 4 kinds of peace. One is the physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual. The first 3, with example he explained the first day. First 3 can be obtained easily, but the spiritual satisfaction can be obtained through path of dharma, path of righteousness, path of law, morality. And again he pointed out, all religions are saying, I end my speech with Rigvedic message, come together, talk together, and act with one mind for the benefit of mankind. Sangachadvam, Sammadadvam, Sambho Manasi Janatam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Acharya. Bhagwan Buddha says in Dhammapad, Dullabho Puri Sajyam na so sabath jayati, yath so jayati, dhiro tam kulam sukh medhati. Superior persons are rare. They are not found everywhere. Wherever that patient being comes, the contentment of his clan increases. Dr. Lobsang Sangye, our distinguished guest of honor, is such a person. Born in Darjeeling, he is a product of Delhi University, who went on to Harvard for further study on a Fulbright scholarship. I request Honorable Dr. Lobsang Sangye to address this congregation.
दुख में सुमेरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई, जो सुख में सुमेरन करे तो दुख है कहो. So we all want happiness. So when you are sad, when you are in trouble, you remember God. When you are not sad or in trouble, you don't remember God. So, as we can see from the topic of the conference is harmony of religions and welfare of mankind. How can we reach harmony of religions? I think I've summarized to say that there are 4 C's that we must follow. And then there are 4 C's we should not follow. And the 4 C's are, I hope the PowerPoint will come up. The 4 C's are that we must all follow: compassion, charity, cooperation, and coexistence. If compassion is the essence of dharma, essence of religion, then I think charity, cooperation, and coexistence will automatically happen. Then the harmony of religions will happen. But instead, we follow not to do 4 C's from what I've gathered from the talks that I've heard. The 4 C's not to do are conversion, coercion, which will lead to conflict, and communalism. But knowing fully fact that 4 C's to be followed, compassion, charity, cooperation, coexistence, why keep making the mistakes and keep going to 4 C's not to do? Conversion, coercion, conflicts, and communalism. I conclude again by quoting His Holiness Dalai Lama, where he said, what is religion? His religion is simple. His religion is kindness. And he says, I quote, there is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Our own brain, our own heart is our temple. The philosophy is kindness. And when His Holiness says this, he says this all over the world. He says, I learned this from Nalanda University. I learned this from the great teachers of Nalanda University. In that sense, he always says, India is our guru. Tibet is India's chela. So India is a land of compassionate gurus. For centuries, we have the great Dharma Raja, Ashoka. And also India is also a land of compassionate leaders. And with that, let me quote what Vivekananda said about India. Before I quote, you're clapping. He said, the land where humanity has attained its highest towards gentleness, towards generosity, towards purity, towards calmness, it is India. Incredible India. With that I end. Jai Bharat, Jai Tibet, Jai Jagat. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an enlightening speech. अब मैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री शिवराज सिंह चौहान जी से आग्रह करूंगी कि वो सभा को संबोधित करें।
एक ही चेतना, एक ही चित्त तत्व, और इसलिए हम लोगों ने पूरी दुनिया को एक परिवार माना। मनुष्य मात्र में वही चेतनाएं, तरीके सोच के अलग हो सकते हैं, विचार के अलग हो सकते हैं, आखिर ये भारत भूमि है। अलग अलग विचारों की स्वतंत्रता है। भगवान को किसी भी रूप में मानो, क्या दिक्कत क्या है? अब आज नहीं, हजारों साल पहले से भारत में किसी ने कहा कि वो भगवान को जो मूर्ति पूजक थे उनका मूर्ति में है, मूर्ति की पूजा करेंगे, साकार है। कहा ठीक है, साकार को मानो। कुछ लोग कहने लगे भगवान कहीं एक मूर्ति में आ सकते हैं, सृष्टि के कण में निराकार है। कहा कोई तकलीफ नहीं, तुम निराकार को मानो, द्वैत भी चलेगा, अद्वैत भी चलेगा, विशिष्टाद्वैत भी चलेगा। लेकिन एक चारवाक जी आ गया, उन्होंने कहा कि यावत जीवेत सुखम जीवेत ऋणम कृत्वा घृतम पीवेत भस्मीभूतस्य देहस्य पुनर्जन्म कुतो। उनका जब तक जियो सुख से जियो, उधार लेके भी घी पियो, ये शरीर तो माटी में मिल जाने वाला है, पुनर्जन्म कुछ होता ही नहीं है, बेकार की बात है। तो भारत ने कहा अरे इनने नया चिंतन दिया है, उनको भी महर्षि का दर्जा दे दिया, ये जड़वादी विचारक है। हर विचार का स्वागत इस भारत भूमि ने किया है, ऐसा हमारा देश। और इसलिए जब मैं चेतना की बात करता हूं तो मनुष्य मात्र में, लेकिन केवल भारत में ये बात नहीं की, इससे आगे बढ़ा कि पशुओं पक्षियों में भी वही चेतना है। और इसलिए कई बार गुरुजी मैं सोचता हूं कि ये जो हमारे 10 अवतार माने गए हमारे यहां, उनमें से 3 अवतार, 12 अवतार, मत्स्य अवतार, कूर्म अवतार, ये पशु के रूप में हुए, चौथा नरसिंह अवतार आधा मनुष्य और आधा पशु के रूप में हुआ। इसका संकेत यह है कि पशु पक्षियों को भी आत्मभाव से देखो, वही चेतना उनमें भी है। लेकिन केवल यही ये चिंतन नहीं रुकता, उनका पेड़ पौधों को भी आत्मभाव से देखो। बट के वृक्ष की पूजा, तुलसी के विरवे को रोपना, केला नारियल पवित्र है। क्यों? इसलिए कि पेड़ पौधों के बिना हमारा काम नहीं चल सकता। वो हमें ऑक्सीजन देते हैं, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड क्यों, उनकी जरूरत हम पूरी करते हैं। और इसलिए भारत में कहा कि प्रकृति का शोषण मत करो, प्रकृति का दोहन करो। शोषण और दोहन में अंतर है। आम के पेड़ में अगर आम के फल लगे, आम के फल तोड़ लो तो यह है दोहन, लेकिन कुल्हाड़ी लेके पेड़ को अगर काट दो तो यह है शोषण। तो आज नहीं, हजारों साल पहले से ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के लिए सचेत किया भारत ने, प्रकृति का शोषण मत करो, नहीं तो कहां दुनिया बचेगी, कैसी दुनिया बचेगी, आने वाली पीढ़ियों को कैसी पृथ्वी हम देंगे। और इसलिए वही चेतना पेड़ पौधों में। तो केवल नदी पर्वत पहाड़ नहीं, ग्रह नक्षत्र तारों को भी पूजो। इसलिए सूर्य देवताभ्याम नमः, अर्घ चढ़ाओ, उनको भी आत्मभाव से देखो। वही चेतना, एक ही चेतना, वो मनुष्य में है, वो प्राणियों में है, पशु पक्षियों में है, पेड़ पौधों में है, ग्रह नक्षत्र तारों में है, पर्वत पहाड़ों में है, नदियों समुद्रों में, सब जगह बस वही एक चेतना। जब एक चेतना है तो फिर भेदभाव कैसा। और जब ये चेतना को हम आत्मसात करते हैं तो धीरे धीरे हमको लगता है कि जब वो मुझ में है और वो तुझ में भी है, तो मैं और तू अलग नहीं, मैं और तू एक है। वो मुझ में है, वो तुझ में है, वो सब में है, और वो सब में है तो फिर धीरे धीरे ये लगने लगता है कि वो मैं हूं और मैं वो हूं। फिर मनुष्य कह उठता है सो अहम, मैं वही हूं। फिर वो कह उठता है अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, मैं ब्रह्म हूं। फिर वो कहने लगता है ब्रह्म सत्यम जगन मिथ्या, जीवो ब्रह्मेव ना पड़ा। फिर वो कहने लगता है आत्मवत् सर्वभूतेषु। फिर वो कहने लगता है सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मां कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत्। सब सुखी हो, सब निरोग हो, सबका मंगल हो, सबका कल्याण हो। कैसा भेदभाव, काय का झगड़ा, फिर सारा द्वैत समाप्त हो जाता है, उथल पुथल मिट जाती है। फिर मनुष्य उसको प्राप्त कर लेता है कि जिसको प्राप्त करने के बाद कुछ भी प्राप्त करना शेष नहीं रह जाता। और हम सब भगवान से प्रार्थना करें वही मंत्र जो अनादिकाल से भारत दोहराता आया है, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मां कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत्। सब सुखी हो, सब निरोग हो, सबका मंगल हो, सबका कल्याण हो। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, प्रणाम, नमस्कार।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी, हमेशा की तरह बहुत ही रोचक और सुंदर शब्दों का आपने से संबोधन किया सभा को। We have the privilege of the presence of His Holiness Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Maharaj Ji, who truly needs no introduction. I request His Holiness Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Maharaj Ji to honor us with the valedictory address.
ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। We need to spiritualize the politics, secularize religion and socialize the business. This is the need for today in the world. Secularize religion in the sense, I would say, every religious leader should pray for all the people, the entire humanity, not just for people of their followers or their religion. This is secularizing religion, is being guardian of the entire human race. This is the first thing. Second is spiritualize the politics, and the politicians and people in authority, people in responsibility will have to have that feeling for people, will have to have that connection with people, will have to feel that righteousness. That's what Mahatma Gandhi gave to this country. He was a spiritual person. And that's what Deen Dayal Upadhyay ji gave. That's what Madan Mohan Malviya ji, they were all Madan Mohan Malviya ji, Deen Dayal Upadhyay, Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel. You will see all the great leaders of this country, whether Sri Aurobindo ji or Swami Vivekananda, they all had this quality, the spiritual flavor in social activity, in social work. This is essential. And then socialize the business. By that I would mean every corporate house should take social responsibility. They have to work not just to make money, but for the welfare of society. To keep in short, spiritualize the politics, socialize the business, and secularize the religion. And religion really is, the purpose of religion is to create a pure heart, purity in heart, clarity in mind, and sincerity in action. And our education system can bring these things. So we can collect good things from every side. The ancient, most ancient of the scriptures of mankind, I won't say only Hindus, it's a book of the mankind, the ancient book of the mankind. Rig Veda says, Anu Badra Kartavo Yanto Vishwato Mukha. Let noble thoughts come to us from all sides. So unfortunately we understood secularism in a wrong sense. So secularism we thought means keep away the dharma, keep away from religion, keep away from all good things. And where we landed up? In farmer suicide, crime rate increasing in the society, crime against women, crime against children, corruption, all these ills are there because we have not given due importance to dharma. I am so glad the Chief Minister has taken up this mission of bringing people of all religion from all over the world and introducing this value-based education in society, value-based thinking in society, value-based action in society. And I wish that this doesn't stop at this conference level, but it's taken to another level where the implementation of this happens and make this country, make this state, make our world a better place to live. See, today, the greatest killer of mankind, they say, is stress. Every 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 7 people are dying out of stress. This is the statistic that the scientists say today. 2 seconds, 7 people are dying. 7 persons are dying out of stress. And stress is because lack of faith. विश्वास की कमी से व्यक्ति टूटने लगता है अंदर से. जब व्यक्ति अंदर से टूट जाता है वो किसी काम के लायक नहीं रह जाता. और जो कोई काम के लायक नहीं रहता फिर वो ये सब अधार्मिक काम में लगा रहता है, चोरी में, उसमें, इसमें करने में. इसलिए व्यक्ति में यदि उत्साह, एक जोश भरना हो तो वो विश्वास और धर्म और श्रद्धा के बगैर नहीं हो सकता। यदि ये हो तो आदमी कहीं भी आगे निकल सकता। ए वीक बॉडी कैन बी कैरीड बाय a strong mind, but a weak mind cannot carry even a strong body, mind you. And dharma brings the strength to the mind, to the spirit, to one's, and adds that beautiful flavor to one's consciousness. And there are so many examples that this country has quoted from time immemorial. I won't go into elaborating all that, but once again, I congratulate all of you for participating in such a conference, and please don't keep quiet. You have to take this knowledge and, like a loudspeaker, go out in society and give the message loud and clear to people so that the society can wake up to this call of dharma, of one world family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Jai Hind.